Okay, now while the lettuce is chilling, we're going to make croutons. And I do it a little different than many people do. Instead of having little bitty croutons, I have great big croutons. And the idea is that a person that's going to eat a salad gets a crouton, and it's like a tool that they eat with. You take a bite of crouton and a bite of salad, and so it's a special deal. And I like the idea a lot. And most people that have my Caesars, they like it too. So I'm going to go through that process. You need some decent French bread to start with, which is it's hard to find, but if you can find it, that's the thing to use. So I'm going to pretend there's 3 people eating. So you take your 3 pieces of French bread and you butter both sides with some soft butter. And you have a pan going, and put a small amount of butter and some olive oil in the pan. When you're using olive oil in a Caesar salad or anywhere, it's important to get good olive oil. Get the best you can find. So anyway, I'm heating up this pan. I'm going to put these croutons, giant croutons, in there. I've got this pan hot, and I'm going to, what you basically are doing is browning the bread. And I'm going to put some grated Parmesan on each piece. This is the ticket right here. I've had plenty of people tell me they just as soon have this be the main course right here. That'll melt a little bit. All right, keep your heat probably on medium. When it's browned under, you turn them over. And then you want to add Parmesan to the other side. And you let that sort of melt in, and as soon as the underside is brown, you're done. Your croutons are finished. In fact, they're just about, as soon as that Parmesan melts in, it's going to be done. So your croutons are done. Okay, now we've got our lettuce cleaned, we've got our bowl prepped, we've got our croutons made, and now we're ready to do what we're going to call the dry portion of the Caesar salad. This is the dry ingredients. So I'm going to take my paper towel off. I'm constantly working the lettuce gently through the bowl that's got the garlic impregnated in it. You know, there's a whole nother theory about who started the Caesar salad. You know, a lot of people think there's a Frenchman named Louis P. de Gouy that was the culprit, that really was the creator of the Caesar salad, and that these other people sort of caught on at the tail end of it. I don't believe that. My research says that Louis P. de Gouy was the one that wanted to take credit for the Caesar salad. So you can make up your own mind, but anyway, we're going to start adding Parmesan to the Parmesan. Now this is grated, high quality grated Parmesan cheese. We're going to put some in, and I'm not going to give amounts like a quarter of a cup or anything like that, because it depends on how much lettuce you have. The idea is to have every piece of lettuce coated with every ingredient. So I usually start with Parmesan and get that worked in, so the garlic and the Parmesan and the lettuce are all working together. Then black pepper. You want quite a bit of it. Coarse ground, and lots of it. And you start working that into the lettuce, into the garlic, into the Parmesan. The next step is to put a little bit, again, based on the amount of lettuce. I'm going to say for this amount of lettuce, for 2 or 3 people, I'm going to say about a teaspoon of Coleman's mustard. Again, you work that all the way through, so every piece has the same amount on it. Not so one guy gets a whole lump, a mouthful of mustard, and the next guy doesn't get any. Okay, next step is to put in the anchovies. Now I've cut these anchovies up. They come in little fillets, and I take those and put them on a paper towel so the oil gets drained off of them, and then you slice them up into little pieces, and then you put those in. Mix those in real good. Now that is what we call the dry ingredients. I'm going to put a little more Parmesan. So we have the dry ingredients. We've got our bowl prepared with garlic. We've got the lettuce prepared properly. We've got it good and crisp and cold. We've brought the lettuce to the bowl. We've added Parmesan, black pepper, Coleman's mustard, the anchovies. And now we are through with what we're going to call the dry ingredients. Now this goes into the refrigerator again until we're just almost ready to serve the salad. So the next thing we're going to do is actually prepare the last steps of the Caesar, and put it on a plate and eat it. The other thing you should know, and you should pay attention to, is when you're making a Caesar, you need to be sipping on a really nice glass of red wine. It just goes with it. You know, I almost can't make a Caesar salad without it. Some people can use a little glass of scotch too, but Everybody has their own thoughts, but I like a good glass of red wine while I'm making a Caesar. Okay. So we're going to put this in the refrigerator again, and we're going to keep it in there chilled until it's time to actually finish it off and serve it to our guests. They're sitting over there right now, and they can't stand it. They're just going to have to wait. So that's it. Now, let's say that you're preparing a dinner and the guy hollers in from outside, the steaks are ready, or everybody's ready. So now you're going to get your bowl out and you're going to be ready for the final part of the preparation. And that involves your wet ingredients, which are lemon and olive oil. So a salad this size, basically designed for 2 or 3 people, is going to probably take one lemon. And so we're going to put the juice of 1 lemon on to start with. Mix that in. I can't tell you the exact quantities because it's just based on the amount of lettuce you have and the number of people you have, and it's going to vary. You're going to have to just figure it out on your own on the amounts, and I trust you on it. And there's no penalties for getting it wrong. But olive oil, mix it in. This mixing process is so important because every piece of lettuce needs to have every ingredient wrapped all through it. Okay. Now in the meantime, we've got our salad plates in the refrigerator being chilled. Now if you forget to do that, let's say, oh, I forgot to put the salad plates in the refrigerator, quick stick them in the freezer and get them cold. The last thing you want is a warm salad plate. The other thing that's important is when you serve a salad, you don't serve twice or 3 times as much as somebody can eat. You put a small, delicate portion on a plate so that everybody that's eating it wishes they had more. So I'm gonna start that right now and put a little portion on this plate, a little portion on this plate. Now I'm going to get my croutons. These are beautiful. And I'm going to take each one of these and slice it in half. And then I'm going to put it like so on each plate. And there is a Caesar salad.